What is up, everybody? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and today let's continue with another round of our F1 2017 career modes. We are in the Haas, and today we are at the circuit of Kuala Lumpur for the Malaysian Grand Prix, and we are just going to go onto our motorhome and just maybe get some notifications. Let's see what goes on. Just in a second. YouTube is messing a bit. Give me a second. Is everything okay? For some reason it's... oh yeah. Oh, now it's showing up. Okay. Okay, so let me just close this chat box, open this one, and copy this, paste it onto OBS, and yeah, we are good to go. So once again, I don't know if I was transmitting last time, but nevertheless, what is up, everybody? Welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and let's continue with our F1 2017 career modes. We are in the Haas, and we are going to the Malaysian Grand Prix, and as I just saw, there is going to be mixed conditions. So we might have some rain either for the qualifying or the race.
It's practice for the Malaysia Grand Prix.
Hey, what's up, Daddy?
Beside me to take you through free practice today is a man with 3 decades of racing experience under his belt. It is, of course, Anthony Davidson. Thanks for joining us today, Anton. Tell me, where should we be focusing our attention today?
I think we need to be looking across the entire field to see how far these cars are able to push a single set of tyres. While everyone will be trying different setups and running with different fuel loads, if you're attentive enough, you can definitely pick out trends for each type of tyre compound, which will give us a rough idea of how long the drivers are able to stay out there during a stint in the race.
Okay, so let's start our practice session, and yeah, I'm just going to pick up a setup, but I'm not very confident with this setup, at least in the time trial. Of course, the Haas car I'm going to run is a little bit improved over the Haas car I ran in time trial, but nevertheless, I'm still a little bit tentative on it.
If you need to find some more
still
time,
not sure.
Remember that corner exit is more important than corner entry. Slow in, fast out, smooth on the power.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeff. But I think I know that one, but okay. I'll just... no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Okay, so I'll try this thing out. And yeah, let's go for our first practice program. Track acclimatization program.
Okay, let's update the setup.
Okay, so let's just turn our racing line on so we can learn the track. Okay, we can do this in lane mix. Save the fuel and the power unit. Okay, let's start the lap then. Oh, that was bullshit. I didn't see where the gate was for the second corner. Okay, let's try that one again. I used to be good at this track in F1 2016, but I'm a little bit slower in this game. That's maybe the setup, but yeah. None of the guys I usually get the setups from, none of them had a setup posted for the dry. Ah, come on. Okay. I need to go entry. I need to entry on 4th gear, apparently. But then midway through I can go up to 5th. Once again, I don't know if that's just the setup or if it is how it's supposed to be. But yeah, I feel like in between corners, in that between gears, I mean, in that corner, it's not a particularly good feeling, but we are going to try to cope with it as best as we can. Looks like our teammate has the fastest time of the session so far. I don't think we are going to beat it since we've done a lap on the lean mix. Hey Rick, welcome to the stream once again.
You pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
Okay, so we got a purple rating, so that's good. Now I need to once I go back into the garage, I will see at which sessions the rain is going to appear. Well, I usually stream. I was supposed to start streaming like half an hour ago, but I got delayed with the public transportation. The bus I take to go home was delayed by half an hour, so yeah, it's delayed my whole day basically. But yeah, after I do this race, I will try to get some practice in for the next race, so I can start the live stream sooner. Well, yeah, I need to I need to practice the pit entry a bit as well. I don't really know where that is, but yeah. Yeah, that was quite quite an entry there, but yeah. Now we are in the pits, so let's wait for our team to put us in the garage. In the meantime, I'm going to do this. Okay, so we got the track acclimatization done. First of all, I'm going to tune some things in the setup. I'm going to do this. I might even do that, and then we will see, because I'm really not sure about this setup. No, that's not. I want to save.
Okay, we like to get a tire wear program done on at least one compound during these sessions. We can get some good strategy and development information, so it's worth the effort.
Yeah, I know. So the overview, let's see, it's going to rain in P2, in P3 as well, in the first part of qualifying, and looks like we won't have any rain for the race. So it's going to be a dry race but a wet qualifying, so let's see how that goes. So let's go into the tire management program. This is a track that's quite demanding on the tires, so let's see how much we can nurse them around the lap. Well, that was the first couple of first corners. So let's see, 4th gear on entry, midway we can go up to 5th. Okay, looks like we are going to get this one easily. Okay, that was very easy actually. I wasn't expecting that one.
Okay, then that's the end of the program and plenty of useful data. Return to base when you can so we can go over it.
Jesus, I have some of the components already at 40%. That Singapore Grand Prix was really demanding on the car. I might actually need to take a penalty for extra power units. But let's see how that goes. Well, thanks a lot, Dario. I'm very glad you enjoyed the live stream that much. Okay, let's let Vettel by. I just try to do quality content, that's just it. Like, I've been waiting to do YouTube videos since 2011. My family just couldn't afford me a PC and the games and the capture card and all that, so I had to wait until I was old enough to get a job. And only once I got a job I was able to get a PC and all the equipment I needed to start doing YouTube videos. So yeah, I've been waiting to do this for a long time, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. The channel has been growing, like, it's nothing, I'm not the fastest growing channel ever, but it has been growing by a couple subscribers each stream, and yeah, that tells me that I'm doing something right at least. I think that one way I can get more popular is by just being better at the game. Like, I know I like to watch people, I like to watch quality drivers when I watch F1 videos. So I feel the same way about my content. I want to be the best as I can. Well, that would be cool, but let's see how far this can go. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I just try to improve. I'm not the best at making my own setups, but yeah, I work hard a lot. I just did throughout every F1 game. I started the games by being very slow at them, but then I just worked my ass off and I was able to improve my pace by the end of each game. You guys can probably go see my what's the name? My leaderboard laps on F1 2016. Like, there was some circuits where I was really quick. I was in the top 50 in some of them. I have been forgetting to lift off into the corners, so let's do that now. Oh, that was a bit too late on the brakes there. Still managed to control it. Okay, let's see, last corner. I have a lot of time. Could have lifted even earlier, perhaps. And yeah, I had so much time I could just do that and still get a good lap done. So yeah, at least I'm soft. I'm good with the tires and with the fuel if I want to. So yeah, that's going to be good. This corner, I'm still not sure if I should do this right-hander in third or fourth gear. I sometimes lose the back end on fourth, but I feel like I'm going too slow if I do it in third. This corner, I also don't know if I should do this corner all the way in fifth, or if I should drop down to fourth on the entry and then midway through go up to fifth. Like, most of my engine components are already in the almost in the 50s, and I did what? I did Spa, Italy, and Singapore with them. So yeah, those are circuits that are really demanding on the power units, but still. No, damn it! I wanted to go into the pits. I completely forgot about that. Oh. I should have switched those components out for practice, to be honest. I just completely forgot. In Spa, I had my gearbox. Fortunately, I changed the gearbox already. But at Spa, I lost third gear for a couple of laps. That was a little bit messy. Still managed to put off a good race. Oh, okay. So now it's time. What are the team objectives? Fast sector 3. Okay, let's try to do that. Because we are going for a simulation of a qualifying lap. Let's see how quickly we can get around the circuit. By the way, what's the name of this circuit? Is it Sepang International Circuit? I have no idea. Okay, the first target is to get 15th, so that's quite low. Well, according to the graphics in the car performance, I'm the third slowest car, so it's not like I should expect to be in the top 5. But yeah, as you saw in Singapore, like Grosjean is much faster than me. So I'm really not sure. I think the AI make your teammates like I think the game makes your teammates overpowered. Doesn't matter who your teammate is. I think he gets bumped up in terms of his AI difficulty, so that he can challenge you. Because I was getting my ass kicked by Grosjean in the early stages. I got lapped by him in Bahrain and in Baku. Oh, I think I will need to do another lap. I don't think this is a good enough of a time to get a purple result. Let's see.
Practice program
Oh, looks like it
That's all
was.
we need for now.
Okay.
Return to the garage pronto.
I could have done a much better lap, to be honest, in my opinion. But okay, I got through, so that's what matters, actually. So I'm just going to change the engine components, and then I'll do the last practice program. And yeah, then we will get back and jump onto the qualifying session. I really do need to take the time to learn the track. I keep forgetting to memorize the braking zones. One cool thing is that you really do need to almost relearn the tracks, because these cars are so much different to drive compared to last year's cars. For example, I would I think that my secret to be very quick at F1 2016 is that I was very good with the throttle control. So even with no assists, I would control the slides and the oversteer very well with my throttle input. And yeah, that's I think that's what was making me so fast in that game. I will be able to get better exits of corners because I was better on the power, on the throttle control. Oh, Bottas once again with the fastest lap of the session so far. Well, to not spin. What are my tips? Since F1 2015, I don't play with traction control on, so This is a little bit hard for me. I don't know the difference between control on and control off. But my best tip would be to try to get on the power. Just you go on the power and try to straighten the steering wheel as much as possible when you go to the throttle. Once you hit the throttle, you must be very careful with it. If you are, example, like this, you need to be very careful. It comes down to practice. With lots of practice you will get good at it. But for a start, just for practice, to get used to it, try to put the power down gently as you are coming out of the corner, with the steering wheel as straightened as possible, so that you don't lose the back end. Then, as you get more confident with your ability, both on the throttle and with the steering wheel, you can start to make your acceleration with a little bit more steering angle, and from there you keep on practicing, and yeah, that's how you improve, basically. So, what was I... Oh yeah, I'm going to change the engine components. As you can see, they are like... I've almost caught up with the other two power units. I'm going to fit this one now. 41. I'm going to keep... No, I'm going to get that one. 50. Those two are the same. As you can see, I made 500 laps with the first power unit, and I get the same as with 329 laps of the second one. And the third one is... I've done less than half of the laps I did with the first one, and I'm already at 50%. So those tracks were really demanding on the power unit. Let's see now, 43, so I can go change onto that one. And this one is at 64. I'm going to do that. And this one I'm going to keep it, because the further you have this one damage, the wear to the others is going to increase. So I'm going to leave that as is. I'm just going to fast forward the time until the end.
Punctuated by a few slow traction zones. A positive front end is vital here, especially into the tight left-hander at turn 9. Watch your wheels spin as you exit up the hill there. This circuit will really chew through the tyres if we aren't careful.
I got the fastest... Well, I was on the qualifying lap, wasn't I? Yeah, so that's probably why. Still at fastest first sector, that's always cool. But yeah, at least as it stands, you guys can see I'm faster than Grosjean in most... Like, the AI gets very quick towards the end of the races. That's why I lose most of my positions at the end of the race, because to simulate the loss of fuel and the car getting lighter, they get much more grip than what you do for the most part. And yeah, you can even in the straights. For example, I have a Ferrari unit, I'm much quicker, I have a much better power unit than all of the Renault powered cars, but still they can overtake you down the straights in the last laps of the race, because they get a boost on speed. For some reason, the game just gives them a bonus, and yeah, it's very hard to compete with them. You can see at Monza, I know it is a Red Bull, but still I should be faster on a straight line than a Red Bull. Okay, so the session is coming to an end. Let's just see who is in the last places. It's both Sours, unfortunately for them.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then.
Okay, so that is done. So let's get back to our motorhome. Eric, welcome back. Yeah, back to our motorhome. We still have one practice session to do. We have enough to get an upgrade on the car, I just noticed there. So next race is going to be Japan, so I'm going to get an improvement on our rear wing. So yeah. Oh, it's starting to rain. I think we should go back to the garage. Let's restart the session so I don't get too much wear on the components. Because yeah, it's starting to rain. There's no point on going out. Well, I know how that feels. I really don't like to play online in just random lobbies. I can just contact some friends and practice with them, especially since I'm taking part of a racing league. I can just practice with them. And yeah, it's going to rain for a bit in this session, but hopefully after the 45-minute mark we can get a dry track for us to practice on. Yeah, wet track conditions at the moment. These are going to last for a little bit, but yeah. Ooh. I'm a bit tired, guys. This was a hard day of work today, a very stressful day. But yeah, looks like the rain is stopping in about 20 to 30 minutes time. Let me just go back to here. So far, the quickest car is Max Verstappen on a set of intermediate tires. Okay, so the track is close to getting dry. Okay, looks like the track is dry now. Oh, let's get this back in and let's go for our race strategy program. Yeah, I feel this is a track where Red Bull can get good chances. They are very competitive around here, lots of high-speed corners, and Red Bull has a good enough of a chassis, in my opinion, that they can do something good here at Malaysia. Yeah, the backhand tries to get loose a little bit on that right-hander. Okay, first lap then done out of the 3. I feel like this curb on the inside unsettles the car a little bit too much on that very quick left-hander. Oh, a little bit too much understeer through there. Losing lots of time.
Currently in P6.
Oh. Ah, damn it, then I lose the backhand. Okay, let's try that one again. I really do hate this corner, especially if you lock up slightly, just like I did there. Well, a little bit slower than last lap, but still good enough.
Great data. Stay focused.
Another lap and we get the program done. Best couple of corners I've done in this practice program so far. A little bit too wide, press the throttle a little bit too hard. I'm still experimenting lines and stuff, so yeah. Much better this time around. Oh, I'm running on standards, that's why I was faster. See, I put the throttle in too early and the car just lost the back end. And you can really feel through the wheel once you are about to lose the back end.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, looks like that is done. Going to get back to the garage. Não, fecha só a porta, se faz favor. A luz da casa de banho. Ouviste?
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 37.1.
Yeah, just talking with my brother there. Looks like everything is cool, so going to switch back onto my previous power unit parts. This MGU, this turbocharger and the MGU age are really worrying me, but well, not much I can do about that one now. And yeah, I'm just going to go to the end.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top 3 again. are Vettel, Raikkonen, and
Yeah, I wasn't
Valtteri
trying to
Bottas.
push, so yeah.
Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet.
Going to turn on my fan, get a little bit of water, because it's quite a bit hot in my room at the moment. Whew, feels much better now. Okay, so yeah, 1125 points. That was those are the words I was looking for. Still the third worst car on the grid. Going for another aerodynamic improvement. What's... Oh, I get more downforce if I go for the front wing parts than if I go to the rear wing parts. Okay. So yeah, let's just get this one. It's going to be delivered to Japan unless it fails, and I think it's going to get us past Force India unless Force India gets an improvement of their own. So yeah, that leaves us with 125 points. Then I need to get some upgrades on the durability, because yeah, those are important, it looks like. Yeah, let me just see. Yeah, everything is on the third one. Yeah, everything is good. So let's just listen to Emma Jenkins.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
Okay, so 14th or higher. I'm not very confident about this track, to be honest. But yeah, let's see. Let's see how we square off against the AI. Once again, this is 101% AI, as I will let Crofty take it away.
Put your feet up as we head into qualifying here in Kuala Lumpur. Over the next few minutes, we'll find out who's got pace in the car and who hasn't.
Okay.
With the weather as it is today, Anthony Davidson, we have, to some extent, to throw the form book out of the window. Who do you see having the advantage on this slippery, unpredictable track surface?
Traditionally, these are very Adrian Newey conditions. The Red Bull's habit of creating incredible downforce coupled with the high rake they like to run is perfect for the wet, and it's helped them close the power gap a number of times over recent years. I think Force India as well, always a bit of a dark horse in changeable conditions, and of course the McLarens have a fairly good chassis. Having said that, I don't want to make a firm prediction. More than performance, the deciding factor is going to be the timing. The level of wetness out on the track is going to constantly rise and fall, and anyone who can find that perfect window when it's at its driest will have a big advantage out there.
Oh, looks like we are going onto the inters instead of the full wets. I will guess it will be the full wets, but okay, looks like not. Okay, it's going to rain until the end. Just going on my setup. I'm going to get that so I can do as much of a lap as possible. Okay, so looks like everything is fine and well.
Your drag reduction system, or DRS, allows you to gain speed on certain straights. We call these areas the DRS zone. You can use your DRS.
I know what the DRS is, Jeff.
But in the race, DRS is only available if you're within 1 second of the car in front. The bar at the bottom of your MFD will fill up as you approach the DRS zone. All set. Everyone clear? Car to track.
I know what the DRS zone is, Jeff. Yeah, I have high braking pressure and I cannot reduce it, otherwise I won't have enough during the dry race and the dry qualifying sessions. Okay, just testing the conditions at the moment. Yeah, we'll need to be very careful about this sector, about this section of laps. Very traction heavy zones. We need to keep our rear end in check. Okay, let's Okay, that was a good exit. I thought it was going to be harder on the traction. Looks like not. Oh, come on, Sergio. It was blocking us a lot. Jesus, I am losing the back end there. Yeah, okay. Now I know how hard it is. Looks like we have our higher wing settings than the Force India. It looks like he's struggling a bit through the corners. We can carry much more speeds through them, at least from what I can see so far. Oh. Okay, time to focus now.
That last lap moved you into P4.
Oh, quite a snap there of oversteer. Managed to control it quite well, if I can say so myself.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Okay, very good lap.
Okay, I think the track will be drying out quite soon. Mind you don't burn out your tyres.
Yeah, lost quite a bit there in terms of lap time.
Current forecast is 5 or 10 more minutes of rain before it dries up.
Okay, I'm going into the pits now. I can pick up another set of inters and go on another lap if need be. I don't think I'm going to need that though. Oh. Yeah, damn the MG wage and the turbocharger are already...
We're low on fuel. We'll need to return to the pits within the next couple of laps.
Okay, so into the pits. I think we have a good enough of a lap, unless it dries out. I was getting told by Jeff that it was going to ease up on the rain and we were going back to dries. I'm not sure if that's going to happen before or after the end of Q1 though, so we need to be alert about that one. Okay, so let's check the weather forecast after the pit animation ends. Okay, we are back in control. It's going to dry out in 10 minutes. I'm not really sure. What we are going to do is going to the setup and we're going to get onto the tire select and we are going to set another set of and then we are going...
1:48.3.
It's going down, but I'm just going to do one thing. Okay, now I'm going onto there, going to check. Oh, it's better. Yeah, it's going to be better on those. So yeah, we are going out once again. Going to do that. Going to do that as well.
We're ready.
So I can get the track as dry as possible. Yeah, there are still some drops of rain on our visor, but yeah, nonetheless, we can still wait a little bit longer. We just need to not bottle our lap. We can be as slow as we want. Save a little bit of fuel. Oh, there goes the back end. My eyelashes are very big, so they get tangled in the corners. It's quite annoying to deal with sometimes. Oh, yeah, that's what you get for not paying attention to the road. Oh, what the hell is Stoffel doing? I have no idea. So, okay, let's try to do a good lap now. Need to do some corrections on the exits there. Looks like Lewis Hamilton is P1 for now. But we get a purple sector at the moment. So we are looking good to at least get up to Q2. Still purple. Of course, if someone else is behind me, they can easily take the lap time. We crossed the line with 15 seconds to go in the session, so very easily someone else can get through and is posting a faster lap than me, possibly. Okay, we get provisorily first, but let's see. We get second, so yeah, there was someone else making a lap, and that someone posted a faster lap. So that one was Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, what the hell? That's the power of the simulation, guys. Welcome to Codemasters. Okay, so let's see who got knocked out. Looks like some drivers didn't get a run on the dry tires. So yeah, Van Dorn is out, Sainz is out, Palmer is out, Vettel is out, and Bottas is out as well. So yeah, that's going to be very disappointing for those two. Ricciardo and Verstappen through, as well as Raikkonen, and crucially Raikkonen got through since he has the closest contender to Hamilton's championship leads. Okay, so I think we can go out. Drive out, let's go.
Please stand clear. We're ready to go.
I don't think the track is still getting affected by the rain that happened a couple of minutes earlier. Okay, so we got best of the rest in the last qualifying session at Singapore. Now let's see how fast can we be here at Kuala Lumpur. I think we can get into Q3 quite easily, but let's see. Well, I say we could get there quite easily, but I don't think this is one of my best tracks, so I think the AI is much faster than me. I'm good with the throttle control on the rain, but here in the dry, with a level playing field, I'm not sure. Let's see. Get a good launch through the finish straight. I can be a little bit more aggressive on the throttle after the second corner. Okay, let's try 5th gear now. I think I should have ventured in 4th still. That was a good hairpin at least.
Fuel is marginal. We're close to using up the load. Pit in within 2 laps.
134.2. Let's see how quick that was. Hey Eric, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. So yeah, I think that was a good lap at least, but let's see how quick are the other cars compared to it. For any of you guys who don't know, I'm running against 101% AI, which is the first setting, I mean, of the ultimate AI difficulty. Even though most of you probably know that 101 is the ultimate AI, but yeah, just in case.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Our MGUK and the turbocharger are already worrying me a bit. I'm not sure if they will survive the whole race. I would like if they did, but let's see. At least we have the fastest lap so far. But let's see. Okay, so let's... It looks like the track, not the track, but the air is going to get colder. I don't think the track conditions are going to improve. So yeah, let's just go here, go to the timings. I like how I have the only fastest lap, but no faster sectors. No fastest sectors, no purple sectors, which is... Okay, at the moment, yeah, looks like no one has purple sectors, which is quite odd. There are a lot of cars who still are yet to post a lap time, are currently in 4th, 1 second behind Lewis Hamilton. That's... Oh, let's see. Oh, we got through. Okay, so it looks like Kimi Räikkönen is going to start on the softs for the race. Okay, that was a good lap. Almost one, no, not 1 second, but approximately 7/10 faster than my teammate, so that's good. Marcus Ericsson in P15, right behind his teammates. Then Fernando Alonso, Daniel Kvyat, and Lance Stroll are the ones who got knocked out in this qualifying session. And now let's go on to the top 10 shootout, the moment of the decision. Let's see who gets on pole and who occupies the rest of the grid slots up to P10. Now let's drive out.
Okay, let's go.
Just for you guys that might not know, I run the racing line for practice and quali, and then... What the hell? Wait, what? What? What's going on with this car? It's like I could see something above it. Never mind. I think it was maybe a visual glitch that got sorted when I went on to the replay. But yeah, never mind that. You can get through Hulkenberg. Yeah, the skies are definitely getting a little bit more clear than Q1 and Q2. Okay, so let's go for it. Go slow so we can take a wider line. Open the RS, get a good launch through the main straight. Hopefully no one is coming out of the pits. Looks like not, so we are going to get a clear road in front of us. For this flying lap. Oh, a little bit of a slide there. Might cost me some tenths. Let's see. Oh, I dipped the wheels on the grass, so let's try that again. Yeah, for any of you new guys out there, I don't pretend to be the best driver in the world, so yeah, I'm going to flashback. I don't flashback everything, but yeah, I do flashback sometimes. I think this might be a worse lap than what we did in Q2, but let's see. I was a little bit more aggressive with the throttle there.
We run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps.
Yeah, wasn't that slower than my Q2 lap? I think it was.
You're currently in 2nd place. We're dropping down the order. You're currently in P3.
Why am I already so slow compared to the first lap? Jesus. I should have entered in gear 4, not 5th. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. Whew. That was quite a slide. We are currently in P3, but I feel that Mercedes that just came out. I mean, it's Lewis Hamilton since Bottas has already got knocked out in Q1. Hey Speedkiller, welcome to the stream. It has been a while. Welcome once again to the stream. Yeah, that was quite slow. I'm just trying to conserve the fuel because my turbocharger and my MGU-H are already a little bit worn out, so I'm just trying to save as much as I can. Okay, so we are still in P3 for now, but yeah, as you can see, lots of cars who have not made their laps. Grosjean might even improve if he does another lap. I don't have a set of tires.
34.0.
No, yeah, because I used one at, yeah, I used my 3 super softs. I can't really do more laps. So yeah, it's a shame really, but well, there's not much we can do about that. Let's see now about the simulation.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow.
Okay.
But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Hamilton, Raikkonen, and Daniel Ricciardo. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
Okay, so Hamilton on pole, followed by the title challenger, the closest title challenger at this point, Kimi Raikkonen, then Ricciardo in P3, Verstappen 4th, Perez 5th, me and Grosjean in 6th and 7th, then Hülkenberg 8th, Massa 9th, and Esteban Ocon closing the top 10. So let's get back to our motorhome, let's get our rivalry results, let's get our resource points, and let's move on to the race. As soon as this loading screen ends, at least. I apologize. So let's take a sip of my water bottle. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's right here. I have no idea why my expected position was 16th. I mean, I get it. I'm going to show you guys well, I can certainly see what do you mean by that. Lots of high speed corners and then some very slow traction zones, but both very similar first and second corners. And yeah, the first and second corners are those flowing right and then the left, and then the turn 3 is a tight corner as well. So even though it's tighter in China, I can see what do you mean. Yeah, as you can see, the layout is almost the same. You take a right, then a left, basically 2 hairpins. Then you go on the throttle. Of course, shiny is to the left, here is on to the right. Then you do a tight corner. Here it's 4th gear, in China is 3rd, 2nd gear. Then you go fast on a fast left-hander followed by a right-hander. Only in Malaysia it goes to the right and in China it goes to the left. And then you have a couple long straights, both the back straight and the start-finish straight. So yeah, I can definitely see what do you mean by that. Even though I think I am better at China. There's something about Malaysia I don't really like. I used to be faster on it in F1 2016, but well, let's deal with that, shall we? So let's listen to Emma Jenkins.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So finished the race in 11th, so at least the stakes are higher this time around, not 16th. Okay, so let's go. Oh yeah, I'm just going to show you guys. As you can see, that's why I'm getting 16th place targets. I'm still the 3rd worst car on the grid, but yeah. Okay, I'll let Crofty take it away as we approach the start of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Let's just try not to get flagged.
We're almost ready to go then.
Okay.
This is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Sergio Perez and a Haas. Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Massa and Esteban Ocon. Fiat, Alonso, Pascal Wehrlein and Ericsson, Bottas, Vettel, Jolyon Palmer and Carlos Sainz. Van Dorn and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So Lance Stroll was starting from P11, so he took quite a lot of penalties.
Let's see if we can improve on that in the race.
By the way, hello Max, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoyed the race. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, Bottas and Vettel got knocked out in Q1. It rained, then it's dried, but they didn't go onto a set of dry tires, so they got knocked out. So let's go to the race strategy. Oh, after all, looks like it is indeed going to rain. Had I known that, I would qualify on the softs, but the game didn't tell me it was going to rain during the race. It only showed me the clouds on the weather forecast on that little thing you can check during the practice and the qualifying sessions on that screen. It didn't show me it was going to rain. I might have qualified on the softs. I think I would have got enough of a good lap to get through. But yeah, why am I under fueling? I do not want to under fuel at all. So yeah, I don't want to under fuel. I want to use rich mix for quite a bit actually, to gain as much places as I can get off of the start. No formation lap for this, I don't really think it's needed. So even though I quite like it when it's new, I don't think it's needed right now. So let's go. Thank you, Rick. Thanks a lot. Let's go. Let's try to do a good job as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Looks like Perez got a good start. He's already side by side with Verstappen. He got past the Dutchman. Speaking of good starts, Grosjean with a massive start there. Let's try not to get squeezed by the Frenchman. We had to brake early there, but let's try now to go around the outside, which is going to turn onto the inside for me. He's going to get a faster apex speed as he's going around the outside. Let's see how this goes. I might try the switch back on him. Let's see. This is a corner where you can do it quite a bit. No, he broke very early and we got through. The backhand got a little bit loose there. That worried me a bit, but nevertheless we managed to get by. So both Perez, Grosjean and me getting past Max Verstappen on over the starts. And Perez is already maybe trying to catch up to Daniel Ricciardo, as the top two looks like they are already getting a little bit of a cushion to the Australian of the Red Bull. As we approach now this very tight section of the circuit, you need to be very careful with your throttle and your steering inputs. Now let's see, let's try to be smooth on the tires, as quick enough to stick to the rear diffuser of Sergio Perez. Oh, I had to drop down onto third gear. The car really does not like in this game when you drop gears in the middle of the corner. And yeah, Verstappen is right on the rear diffuser of our teammate. He might try an overtaking maneuver. We overshot the corner a little bit. Had to be on the brakes a little bit longer than I would like to, but see that this is why the Rich Mix is available. I know that the guys are faster than me in race trim. So let's see, looks like Perez was trying for a moment there to take a peek at the inside of Ricciardo, but he backed off from the move. Ricciardo is struggling to get away from the Mercedes powered Force India of Sergio Perez, as we are trying to keep up with him using our Ferrari powered Haas. Let's see how that goes. You must be careful on the exit of this corner. You can very easily lose the backhand, at least with my setup. Oh, okay, looks like... Oh, the car turned in a little bit more than I was expecting there. I think the rear of the car is getting a little bit too light under braking. But yeah, that's something with the suspension. But I think it's good. I like when the cars turn in, even if it is under braking. I can correct that easily if it is oversteer. If it is understeer, it's a little bit harder to deal with. But yeah, you really do suffer when the car is understeering. I would much rather deal with a car that's oversteering quite a bit, because it looks like I'm quite good at counter steering. So yeah, I'm still on Rich Mix. Unfortunately, our turbocharger and our MG wage is quite worn, as I'm going to show you now on the graphic. It's already over 50%. I'm hoping those are going to last the entirety of the race. I used this entire power unit in Spa, Monza and Singapore, so those are very, very demanding tracks for the power unit. And yeah, I'm going to use this one for here as well, and maybe get the last one at Japan, and let's see how that goes, if we are going to need to take another set of penalties or not. Not another set, I didn't get any penalties so far. I've been able to also conserve my gearboxes enough for me to be able to change them every 6 races. If you do that, if you can take your gearbox 6 races in a row, you do not get a penalty for changing, as you might know. And well, if you didn't, you know now. And the top 2 are already pulling away. Hamilton is going for a Hamilton, really going to control the race from the front, as he does quite a bit. And I've not been able to get away from the pair behind us, and looks like Verstappen is also struggling a little bit to try to mount an overtaking attempt on our teammate, even though he couldn't have more of a slipstream effect than he is currently taking advantage of right now. Sergio Perez and Ricciardo are pulling away a little bit, so I need to up my pace. I'm going to get to DRS. I'm going to get to slipstream. Unfortunately, Perez and Ricciardo looks like they are faster at the moment. Ricciardo does not have DRS. Looks like Perez seizes the opportunity to try an overtaking attempt, and he gets his car ahead even before they started really turning in, and a beautiful, rather clean maneuver from the Mexican to get himself onto the podium positions. And yeah, looks like we are starting to settle in quite of a good rhythm now. At least we haven't made too many mistakes. But yeah, looks like Perez is just pulling away. He's really fast. He has a really fast car today, it looks like, even though his chassis is basically as bad as the Haas. Well, not the chassis, but the aerodynamic department is basically as good as mine, and I am the second lowest car in terms of the aero performance. They are the third lowest car in terms of the aero performance, so it surprises me quite a bit that he is pulling away from a freaking Red Bull. Even oh, Ricciardo is pulling off. Is he retiring? Is that looks like Daniel Ricciardo is out of the race. He only did 4 laps, not even 4 laps. He didn't manage to complete 4 laps. Let's see if that deploys a safety car. He stopped his car quite near to the track, but let's see, the yellow flags are out in that mini sector of, or at least the approach to some corners there. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be a cause for a safety car. Grosjean has the DRS. I'm going to bump it up to Rich Nix to counteract it, and he's going to get past, but I'm going to be braver under the brakes and take back my P4. I also get the inside line there, so clean as you would like. And yeah, although those battles are going to... Oh, so margy-bargy there between Verstappen and Grosjean. Some wheel banging there. Looks like the young Dutchman got through and is up to the top 5. So hopefully those guys can start battling, so I can pull away and maybe focus myself on taking care of Sergio Perez, who looks like he's a man on a mission at the moment. And yeah, last time I was chasing Perez, it was at the dying moments of the Italian Grand Prix. He was with problems on his car. I just caught up to him in the last lap, and I couldn't get enough of a run at him, even though he had some mechanical issues. I couldn't overtake him for P5, and I finished the Italian Grand Prix in P6. So yeah, maybe we could get back on Perez and try to have a good battle with him, as now Verstappen is closing in on me. Looks like Grosjean has lost a little bit of pace after that wheel banging session. Maybe he has some damage on his front wing, but let's see. Looks like the gap to Perez has stabilized a little bit. At least it was enough for him to get outside of the DRS range, which is very clever from him. But let's see, I'm going to try to nullify the DRS, the slipstream effect, I mean. I'm still improving my lap times, which means I'm getting better at the circuit, and I am using the racing line for some reason. I only now remembered that I am supposed to turn it off for the goddamn race, so let's do that. Only now I remembered, to be honest. So yeah, let's do that, and let's be worse at this track. Oh well. Let's go. Yeah, already not as precise with our apexes as we were before. Nevertheless, I like the challenge of doing the race without the racing line. Let's see how that goes, even though I have to focus a lot more now.
Engines showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Yeah, I already knew that, Jeff. Oh, okay. I thought I broke earlier than usual. Okay, as you can see, I quite suck without the racing line, but yeah, this is the point of the challenge. I get the qualifying and the practice to acclimatize myself to the track. Oh, and I don't even get DRS, okay. I can deal with that. I think it's Verstappen who's going to get it again, isn't he? Yeah, he is. I get the slipstream and the rich mix, but he has the DRS, so looks like he's going to conserve the gap to me. Yeah, you need to be very precise with your inputs through that left-hander. The thing with the racing line is that I can be much more vocal. Okay, it's going to take a while since this is a 100% race. But yeah, Grosjean is still very close to me. Oh, my ankle. What the hell, my... This foot is hurting for some reason. Oh, there goes Grosjean. I'm going to try it around the outsides. All trailer park cars go around the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Come on, I'm going to squeeze him. Going for the switchback. What a beautiful maneuver that was. Oh! He came in quite aggressively. Fortunately, we had the traction to get away and still get cleared of him. That's very satisfying to pull off a maneuver like the switchback. Oh, come on, I touched the curb on the outsides, damn it! What? What the hell happened? Oh, I get a warning for a collision. I got basically rear-ended and I get a warning. Okay, that's nice. Looks like Ocon overtook Massa. Massa must have his front wing quite damaged at this point. I'm even surprised how he still has any bits of it stuck to the front of his car. Yeah, so that was quite unfortunate that I had to touch the curb on the outside there. Oh well. Looks like I'm getting the hang of it, at least through the first two sectors. But now this one is where it gets very tricky for me. I think it's fourth gear through this right-hander, isn't it? See, the car really does not like when you are correcting. If you brake a little bit more to correct the car, you just lose the back end. I'm really not sure if that is realistic, but I really do not like about this handling model.
The gap behind us is 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, I guess it's a mistake going into with too much speed, and you should be punished for it, but I think the punishment would be getting not the optimal racing line. I think that would be enough of a punishment for that. But now you have to lose the backhand as well.
They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Oh, the second placed car, the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen, looks like he's having some problems at the moment. So yeah, Perez might be catching up to him in no time. Didn't Ocon start in P10? Now that I think about it, it's already up to P6. So what a oh, Bottas started from around P15, already up to P8. Oh, here comes the Finnish driver of the Mercedes. Yes, the inside line, obviously. But I'm going to give him a run for his money, that he can be sure of. Oh, he backed out from the move much earlier than I was expecting him to. He's coming back at me though. Come on, you are going to stay on the track today. Oh, Vettel following Bottas now.
The gap behind is 1.6 seconds. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Oh, Vettel picked the good side now. Ooh, that was tight. Right on the limit there. Still got away with it. Pinch him onto the apex without ramming him off. What? What? I pulled that off. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Oh, a caution there. Let's see, maybe a retirement, maybe a spin. Oh, Raikkonen. Yeah, he was having problems. Maybe he got even further problems because I just saw a piece of his front wing.
Okay, clear.
I have no idea what happened there, but maybe some collision with Ocon. Oh, I overshot. Damn it. Yeah, you see, you tried to correct it. I wasn't even putting my foot on the throttle and I just lose the back end. There's just no grip offline there. Ah.
So the gap to our teammate is 14.8 seconds.
Ah, damn it, they pulled off this time. Well, they have much better cars. I don't think I'm supposed to even be battling them, but well. Where is my teammate? Is he like on the podium? I think it would. Perez second. Oh no, he's in the lead. Okay, my teammate is in the lead of the Grand Prix. Okay. See, I have the third worst car on the grids and Grosjean is in the lead of a race. I know that Hamilton has DNF'd and Bottas and Vettel started from the back and Raikkonen had issues. But really? Is this really supposed to happen? You know what, guys? I suck too much at this game. Or at least at this track. I can do most of the tracks at least decently. But yeah, I really do not like this track. Especially with all of the sun reflecting off of the track. I don't know, why am I doing so wrong without the line? Maybe it's going down onto third gear? I have no idea.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I can still go to a deficit of fuel. Oh what? Rain in 10 minutes? I'm not going to pit then. I don't really care. If those guys pit, Jeff told me the pit window is open, so it must be open for them as well. But I'm not going to pit. Perez got into the pits, so that's why I'm up here.
That's P6. You've moved up into P6.
Yes, it's just how much faster I am with the racing line on this track. Oh well, I don't think I'll ever be the fastest driver ever, so I think I can get away with this. We have almost a whole year for me to improve. Well, that was Verstappen-like. Sebastian Vettel posts the fastest lap of the race so far, so he's definitely on a mission to catch up to Bottas. No, he's not outright faster by a second per lap. I just made a mistake. Come on, game. Have some faith on me. Oh, our teammate is in the pits, so he's giving the lead up to Hamilton. I don't think I'm going to catch up with him, especially with all the mistakes I have done. Yeah, looks like I won't. Oh no, I will. Only now he's getting released. Did he have a change of front wing or something? It looked like a quite long pit stop for me at least. Oh, that was too soon. Well, need to give the space to Perez. Looks like he was able to stick his nose in there. Weather forecast.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Oh, it's still 15 minutes. Set super soft tires.
Copy that. Super softs for next box.
Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Okay. I thought the first time Jeff said 10 minutes until rain, so... Well, broke a little bit too soon. Oh, there are some cars in the pits. The Ferrari and one of the Mercedes. So I think Bottas and Vettel came into the pits just now.
Release, release.
Okay, 2.4 seconds of a pit stop.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Okay, going to come out of the pits behind Raikkonen, who is being held up by, I want to say Van Dorn, but let's see, maybe it's Alonso. Oh, Raikkonen very slow. He definitely has something wrong with him. He's definitely having huge problems. He got overtaken by Kvyat as well. Okay, making some grounds to Stoffel Van Dorn. So yeah, I was right, that was Van Dorn. Oh, taking the curb there a little bit too harshly. Going to get the RS. No, I won't. Okay. But nevertheless, the slipstream is more than enough to make the grounds I need to the McLaren powered by Honda. Going to make some positions. Going to back up to the going to get back up into the top 10. Well, I think I can be confident that Kvyat won't.
10 to 15 minutes from now.
10 to 15 minutes from now.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.7 seconds.
I think you can definitely see more clouds in the air. Or in the sky. But yeah, catching up to the Sauber at quite a rate of knots as well. Lewis Hamilton with the fastest lap of the race so far. Oh. Well, could have been worse. That was a quite aggressive maneuver because I locked up. Okay, Ocon in P7. Let's see how big the gap is to the Frenchman.
Okay, distance to teammate.
11.6 seconds.
4 seconds.
17.4 to our teammates. So yeah, I think we can catch up to Ocon, especially since we have younger tires. Fresher tires is the word I was looking for. Looks like Hülkenberg got past the Russian of the Toro Rosso. .2. Did I make time on? I don't even remember if I am making time on the Frenchman. Let's see, it was 11.2 at the beginning of the last sector. Looks like our teammate is having quite a battle. I'm guessing it's with both Bottas and Vettel. Oh, losing the backhand through there somewhat. Putting the outside wheels on the grass. 11.3, so I'm actually losing up by around 1/10 per sector. So yeah, the Force India is just outright faster than the Haas, or at least than me. It looks like Ocon is looks like Grosjean is faster than them. But yeah, this is the first time in this career mode where I need to actually use the racing line for the race, so that speaks about how much I suck at this track. Valtteri Bottas with the fastest lap of the race so far just now. So yeah, both Mercedes are rather quick around the Malaysian circuit. Oh, I just made some time on Ocon. Okay. Oh, that was a bit too soon on the turn in there. Didn't quite spot the gap to Ocon. Okay, end of lap 21. Let's try to see on the minimap where Grosjean is. He just crossed over the line. Ocon is following him. So yeah, let's actually take this opportunity to take a look at the race director. So Lewis Hamilton in first, followed by Sergio Perez, then Max Verstappen and Valtteri Bottas, with Sebastian Vettel closing the top 5, then Romain Grosjean, Esteban Ocon, then me, Hülkenberg, Kvyat closing the top 10. Then we have Palmer, Sainz, Stroll, Massa, Verline, Van Dorn, Kimi Raikkonen, Marcus Ericsson, Fernando Alonso closing the cars still racing, with Daniel Ricciardo DNFing at the middle of lap 4 of the Grand Prix. And I'm definitely starting to make some good time on Esteban Ocon. So taking advantage of my fresher tires to do some work. The clouds are starting to amass quite a bit over the circuit of Kuala Lumpur. Over the Sepang circuit. I forgot the name of the circuit for some reason. Got a little bit too soon up onto a 5th gear, got a little bit of understeer due to just that.
The gap to the car ahead is 9.2 seconds.
9.2 seconds if I heard correctly from Jeff. Oh. Damn it. There's really no grip on the outsides there. By the way, why does not... Wasn't the last corner like... Didn't it have like opposite camber on the corner? On the last corner? I think it was for 2016. I don't know if it still is now. Yeah, now let's see what's the gap still to Ocon. Driver in front.
Ocon ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 10.6 seconds. We're dropping back by around 4/10 a lap. They're on old super softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:39.2.
Looks like there's quite a close battle between Verstappen and Vettel and Bottas for what I think is 3rd place currently.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
Weather report.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon.
Well, define pretty soon, Jeff. Come on. Give me something to work with. Please give me something. Oh. Okay. Let's try let's try not to lose the back end. Or let's try to not lose the back end. As I almost just dipped the wheel on the grass there on the outside. Oh, looks like I got a better exit than Hulkenberg. .0, so I'm still making time to Ocon, just not as much now. Yeah, especially with the engine problems. I'm not even sure it is going to survive until the end. Fortunately, the rain is going to slow down the cars, and I can take that situation to not push the engine as hard. Oh, I can see already some drops of rain on my screen. Maybe the YouTube compression doesn't allow you guys to see those, but I can already hear the rain sound effects coming through my headsets to my ears, to my eardrums. Yes, we are indeed halfway there. Well, not really halfway there, it's a couple of laps from there. It will be lap 28 halfway, but yeah, nonetheless we are very close to it, so a lot has happened in this race. Still 10.0 seconds to Ocon. Let's try to be careful now into the first corner. Why do I take so long to go down onto a third?
Let's be mindful of the conditions. The track is getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now though. Be much slower if we move on to inters this early.
Oh. Hey, what's up? Boas, tudo bem? Welcome to the stream. Are you on like your cousin accounts or something like that? Yeah, I know I am pretty noob. I have to use the racing line in this race. Lost a lot to Ocon. I think I can go faster through the first corner if I don't drop into second gear. Okay, okay. Well, I was pretty fast during qualifying in the rain, so...
Okay, gap ahead is 10.4 seconds.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take it this lap.
Yeah, it's a very powerful PC, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to switch. Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap.
Set intermediate tires.
Confirming that we'll be fitting the intermediate tyres. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Well, thanks a lot for the subscription. I need to still increase the volume on that alert.
Complete, go now.
Even though it's on max volume in the Streamlabs, so I need to just raise the decibels on the sound file itself and then re-upload it to my stream alerts.
Fuel is at target -1. Let's turn the engine down, please.
That's not -1 by any stretch of the imagination, but well. Why is the car behaving like I have a broken front wing? Maybe I should have put more front wing on that pit stop. Oh well.
DRS is now disabled. Roman has just crossed into the pits. He's in the pits.
Ooh, that's giving me quite a workout. Okay, back into the points, back into P8 as well, so that's important.
Heavy rain arriving within 5 minutes' time.
Oh, it's going to get to heavy rain. I definitely should have increased the front wing angle. Oh well. We are just past the halfway mark of this Grand Prix.
Gap to car in front is
We started in
7.
P6, we are down to P8. So I'll just show you guys the standings on the next straight. Let's see if anything changed. Okay, so let's go to the race director and let's go to the top. So Hamilton is still leading, but now from Vettel and Bottas, with Verstappen in 4th. Sergio Perez dropped down into 5th. Then we have both Frenchmen, then me, then Hülkenberg, Kvyat and Palmer, then Sainz, Stroll, Raikkonen. Looks like he fixed his issues, he's coming back up through the pack. Massa 15th, then Van Dorn, Verline and Ericsson, with Fernando Alonso in the last place, who is racing still. I don't know why short shifting is still getting me fuel. Like, I'm still losing fuel even though I am short shifting. Oh, turn! I don't want to turn too much, because I'm afraid I'll get this understeer turned into oversteer. Oh, I gotta do that then, Speed Killer. I gotta do that later then. Hey Dario, welcome back. We lost some places because, well, I suck at this track. As you can see, I need to use the racing line for this track because I'm just very bad at it without the racing line. And yeah, we dropped back some positions. Bottas and Vettel have gone up through the pack and are currently P2 and P3. So, yeah. Let's see, how's the gap to Ocon?
5.9 seconds.
5.9, am I gaining or losing? I have no idea, to be honest. Whew. The car really tries to kill me sometimes under these conditions. I was hoping for me to be able to recover fuel under the rain. Come on, I touched the curb with the rear wheel. Well, I will join not at the end of this season, but after I win a world champion with Haas. It doesn't need to be the drivers, but I mean, it doesn't need to be the constructors championship. I don't need to really take Haas to the top, but I would like to win a championship as a driver of the Haas team, and then I can move to whatever guys you want. I can do a poll, I can do a voting, and then let you guys decide, because I will race for whatever, to be honest.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds.
Oh, yellow flags. A safety car would be appreciated. At least a visual one so I can get fuel back. Well, I could go to Sauber if you guys really vote for that, but I would like to at least go for a mid-pack team. Maybe go to Williams, bring them back to their old glory days.
Situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now. The gap to teammate
I'm definitely catching up to Ocon.
0.9 seconds.
Oh, just because it's yellow. Okay, that's nice reasoning there.
Try shifting up the gears a little sooner. This should help us save some fuel.
Well, to be honest, I don't really want to be messing with mods for the game. But one thing I would like to do is at least mods my helmet. I like my helmet currently, but then further down the line I could mod my helmet in, make my own helmet. I just don't know how to do that. I have no idea, to be honest, but well.
Ease up in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till light rain.
What, is this heavy rain? Okay. Well, that's their own prerogative, to be honest. If they want to, they want to. If they feel I'm worth their subscription, if they feel I am worth their time. Looks like Ericsson was retiring. And it just disappears. He was right on the track, on the outside of a corner that you do at quite considerable amounts of speed. Why not the full-on safety car? He stopped on the track, for God damn it. For Christ's sake. Oh well. I'm on lean mix and I'm still making time to Ocon. Of course it would be cool if they subscribe, but yeah, that's not... Having them enjoy the stream is very important first. Yeah, right? They got some magicians, illusionists. I'm not sure how the word what the correct word is, but yeah, they just made the trick to make the car disappear.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Okay, gap ahead is 1.8 seconds.
I'm still happy that I am faster than those guys, even though I am on lean mix and my engine has a disadvantage of power because my MGUH, my turbocharger and some other components are now in the yellow. Yeah, the MGUH is at 60, turbocharger 59. It's going to take quite a bit of time until the end of the Grand Prix, so let's see if they survive.
You might want to consider switching to a lower fuel mix. You may not finish on the current settings.
That was a bit too soon on the steering wheel input onto turn 2. Gonna cut quite a bit. Let's try not to have any of that throughout the remaining of the race. Oh, the tires wanted to lock up. I could hear them struggling a little bit for grip. Fortunately, they did not full on lock up.
Behind is 9.7 seconds.
Should have dropped down to 4th much sooner, but well. What does the ICE? I don't remember what does the ICE does. I think I would rather have a badly damaged gearbox. Because if I can get the power, you can power through some corners, even if you are on higher gears. You can just use the torque essentially. But yeah, if you have a damaged IC, you just lack the power. Doesn't matter how good you are if you can't get the car enough fast enough, you just can't. Oh, Hulkenberg has an issue, so he's starting to drop back for sure rather soon. Looks like our teammate is very close to another car. Maybe he overtook Perez. Yeah, if that's the internal combustion engine. English is a difficult language. Yeah, that would be one of the primal sources, if not the primal source of power to the car. So I would rather have a damaged gearbox. Because at Spa, I for a couple of laps I didn't have 3rd gear, and it still got fine. Some of the corners I went up onto 4th, and I still went fine just using the torque and maybe braking a little bit less or more, depending on the corner. Oh my god! Oh, Ocon is out! Isn't Ocon out? Do we get a come on, give me a safety car! There's a crash! Like, give me a full-on safety car. Game. I'm catching up to Grosjean as well, so that's nice. But game, don't you dare. I would, once I get an Xbox. I know you can get the game for the PC, but I do want to get an Xbox. Because of Gears of War and stuff like that, I never had an Xbox, so I would like to own it at least once, just to get some hold of some of the exclusives, you know, just to get to know the franchises better, because I just don't know like most of them probably, since I never owned them. Yeah, that was quite a crash between Ocon and Verlaine is going back to the hospital to fix his neck. Verlaine is going to retire to the remainder of the season.
The gap to the car behind is
not reminder, but remainder.
Seconds.
Antonio Giovinazzi, get back in the car. Whew, okay. Turn.
Gap to car in front is 13.4 seconds.
Yeah, I'm slowly catching up with Grosjean. I'm still catching up though, so that's a good thing. I have no idea what that guy is in front. I don't usually... Oh, Alonso... As Alonso DNF'd. Finally!
Safety car is out. Reduce speed.
I don't usually do play with subscribers. I could make them,
Your delta is negative,
like get
which
some
means you're
weekends
too
and
fast.
do it.
Reduce your
That
pace.
would be, like, I could do that. But yeah, I can do that in the future. Nothing against that. I just haven't made an habit out of it in the channel. Come on. Game. 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 Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really do not like this delta, how it keeps jumping.
PSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Like, but yeah, we could make some lobbies. I just need to sort some things out. Next month I will have 2 weeks of vacations or holidays. We can set up some lobbies there for sure. I'm going to have plenty of time. No, you cannot. If the safety car, if the delta is in the red when the safety car ends, you get a drive-through penalty. I think you get some sort of penalty. That's for sure. You have to stay in the green. You are not even allowed to just brake and go back to the green after it ends. No, if it ends and you are in the red, you get a penalty. Oh, those are all worn out super softs, right? Yeah, I don't think I have. If I knew that it was going to rain. Oh, come on. Now the guys who use softs for their middle stints can just go on a set of super softs. For example, Raikkonen is still behind us, and after the rain stops, he can just go on a set of super softs and be massively quick. I don't know about Grosjean, but yeah. There are a couple of cars who made softs, who made super soft inters, and they are going to be able to make super softs after the rain stops. The others will need to go to the softs, and yeah, they are going to get a disadvantage. Yeah, you get a drive. Oh, there's quite a pack there. Was it lapped cars? I have no idea. Grosjean is still the car in front of me, even though he overtook those two.
2 seconds.
What the hell is going on with the back markers today? Yeah, I can make those last like 30 probably. I think I have shown how good I am with my tires in lots of occasions, especially in league racing.
Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Oh, now the ES. I have no idea what that is. I think that got worn out because I was on lean mix so much. That's the energy, like that's the thing that deploys your energy after the corners, and because I was on lean mix, it kept accumulating energy and it probably overheated or something, and is now up to 51%. But I needed to be on lean mix, otherwise I would run out of fuel by the end of the race. There goes the back end.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Yeah, I got it. I think Perez went on super softs, so he will be able to go onto super softs to the end. That's Van Dorn and Massa battling for position. Hey big hero, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the remaining of the race. The track is going back to dry shortly. Let's see if we can catch up with Grosjean. As you can see, we have a badly damaged power unit. I mean, not badly damaged, but it's certainly showing signs of wear. So yeah, that's going to be quite hard. But yeah, Van Dorn and Massa battling for P14. That's a first. That's also a first that Van Dorn, like the Honda, is able to keep up with the Mercedes. This is PC. I get the PS4 inputs because I'm using a Thrustmaster T150, which is a steering wheel that's only for PS4 and PC, and the game recognizes that and is giving me PS4 inputs. But yeah, I'm racing on the PC. By the way, Dario, I forgot to add you on Steam. I will do... I just forgot yesterday. I will do that. If I remember, I will do that after this live stream. It's my head is just very tired. I've been put through a lot of pressure at my job recently. I work in the... Okay. Well, I can feel that. But yeah, I work on a financial department of a private hospital. Yeah, there's been stressful times the last couple of months. So yeah, I'm just a little bit tired and I sometimes just forget stuff. But yeah, if I remember, I'll certainly add you on Steam. I'm making my way up to Grosjean quite quickly. Does he have wing damage? I want to get in front of him so I can get track position when it comes to the pit stops for a set of the dry tires. No, I'm not going to stop for another set of winters. Like, Jeff, come on. Weather report.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Nico Hülkenberg is out of the race. He was having problems, according to Jeff, and he was starting to drop back. And he got a position due to a crash between Ocon, who collided with Verlaine, who had spun. And coming out of a blind corner, Ocon just couldn't avoid him and smashed right onto Verlaine. So Hülkenberg got promoted a place even though he was having mechanical problems, but now looks like the car just completely gave out on him. Well, I've been saving for my driver's license. But yeah, oh, so just so I can show you, it's currently really like this. Like, this thing is about to fall off. Yeah, that's just that. I just get the goal there, so if any of you guys would like to help, do so. But yeah, I can definitely get my headphones. I just have other priorities at the moment. I help with the house in terms of money, and I'm saving for driver's license and a car when I finish said driver's license. So a new headphone set, a new headset is not exactly top priority, as you guys might understand. So that's why I am suggesting your help. If you do, that would be gladly appreciated, but yeah, if you don't, that's okay. There's no problem, really. Jesus, was I... Is Grosjean?
Roman has just entered the pits. Roman in the pits.
Let's see what tires is he going to switch to. Is he going for another set of inters? There are yellow flags somewhere around the track. I think Grosjean, it's been too long for him to go onto a set of dries. Yeah, I think he went onto another set of inters. If Perez, if anyone else does the same, we can be up for a top 5 finish. I don't know how far off Perez is. Just keeping tabs on the tire temperatures. Oh, yeah, there it is. Grosjean just had to be patient for one more lap. I don't have... What? No. Do I have new super softs? Wait. That's not what I wanted to click.
Okay, copy that.
I'll do so on the... No, I only have one worn out super soft. Box this lap.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Set soft tires.
Roger that, soft tyres at the next pit stop.
Oh my god. Did I get damage? Hopefully not. Perez on a set of super softs, just like I said, he went for super soft, so now he has the super softs available for him. 2.3 seconds, so quite a quick pit stop there.
Just crossed into the pits. He's in the pits.
So yeah, Grosjean just gave me that 6th place. After, at the end of the next lap, I'm just going to show you guys the standings, just after everyone goes into the pits. He's lucky that he has such a big gap to the car behind him, because Hülkenberg, even though he had problems, he was not overtaken, and he was already like 15 seconds behind. And it was not overtaken, so whoever was behind him must have had some problems as well. So yeah. I'm sorry guys for the camera wobble every time I do counter steering or any sudden movements. It's just that, well, the camera is sit on top of my second monitor, and well, the monitor is sit on top on the desk that I'm currently mounting my wheel to. I don't have a wheel stand. I just mounted my wheel to the desk. "24 seconds is the gap between Grosjean and me. Okay, so as we are about to start lap 45, my first language is Portuguese. I am from Portugal, I was born in Portugal. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton is still leading the race, followed by Valtteri Bottas. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen, Valtteri Bottas started P15. Max Verstappen started in P4, is in P3. Sebastian Vettel started P16 because Bottas and Vettel got caught out with a wet lap time in Q1, but he dried up. They didn't go out for a dry weather lap, and they got knocked out into Q1, so they both made an incredible recover drive to get themselves both in the top 10. Vettel might even get himself a podium place. Then special because he has super softs compared to Max Verstappen softs. Bottas might even get Lewis Hamilton for first place. But yeah, moving on, Vettel in 4th, Sergio Perez closing the top 10, then both Haas, and Daniel Kvyat in 8th, Lance Stroll in 9th, Carlos Sainz in P10, Kimi Räikkönen in 11th, Jolyon Palmer 12th, Felipe Massa in 13th, Stoffel Van Dorn 14th, followed by his teammate, who is currently in last place, Fernando Alonso, with Nico Hülkenberg, Esteban Ocon, Pascal Wehrlein, Marcus Ericsson and Daniel Ricciardo having DNF'd throughout various points in this Grand Prix. As we now have only 11 laps to go, I think we are good on our fuel, so that's under control. I just think we need to chill. I'm going to go down onto lean mix actually, so I'm going to damage what's the name of it? I'm going to damage the ES, but well, I'm not sure. I think I'm going onto standards to avoid that, but I'll coast a bit. I won't be pushing as hard. So first that I can have the grip on the tires, so if Grosjean catches up to me, yeah, the difference in tire health is just too big for him to overtake me, even though he has softer tires. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'm just going to conserve the car, nurse the car home. There's no need to push. Perez is more than 20 seconds in front of me, so there's no way I'm going to do anything to that. There might be a safety car. If those guys have to pit, if they worn out those tires enough that they have to pit, that even if they don't, I might get a good launch and just get past them, and I might have the tire health to keep in front if I conserve my car and my tires, because they are probably pushing. Grosjean probably wants to get back to me. Perez probably wants to maybe get on Vettel. So yeah. They might be pushing. Okay, the rain has stopped completely and the track has dried off very quickly as well. Valtteri Bottas with the new fastest lap of the race, so he's definitely maybe making some inroads. Oh, Grosjean got overtaken by Kvyat. Okay, I would like to maybe be able to see through the minimap where the leaders are. Well, I could go for the full map minimap. Of course you guys cannot see it because I have my beautiful face there. But yeah. The guys are just too far ahead for me to be able to know where they are. It would be cool if Bottas had a battle with Hamilton for the win. That would be great. To be honest, I'll just go on the replay and just see where they are compared to each other. So yeah, Verstappen is not too far ahead of... I mean, he's far ahead, but let's see how the difference in speed is. Vettel has managed to go up to the podium positions. Then we have Bottas and Hamilton. I don't think that might not be doable for Bottas to catch up to Hamilton and still have enough life on his tires to be able to overtake him. I just don't know, to be honest. I just do not know. Oh, Alan, oh my god, I almost lost the back end. But yeah, Alan Prost 79, welcome to the stream. Thanks a lot for subscribing, mate. Glad you are enjoying the stream that much for you to subscribe. Let's just hope you keep enjoying the remaining of the race, even though there's not too much action. I hope I am good enough with my commentary to keep you guys entertained. Maybe we can also have an invitational event after the race, so maybe we can have more fun with some classic cars after the Malaysian Grand Prix. So starting now, lap 48 out of 56, so approximately 8 laps to go. Perez is just blazing off into the distance. I'm not even trying to control that gap, really. I'm just going about myself. Kvyat, I think it just took 3 seconds to me in that last lap. But I have the fuel. I don't have the engine power because that's worn out quite a bit, as you can see. But yeah, I do have the amount of engine, I do have the tire life, I do have all of that good stuff, and I'll just defend from anyone who tries to get up to me. I'm having much more grip than I was expecting, now that the car is much more lighter. That quick right-hander I can go a little bit faster, because I'm cutting a little bit too aggressively the inside of the last apex, so to speak. Do you know Life for... Oh, come on, I got distracted. I do know the game, I never played it. I actually saw some of your videos off of it. I saw one video where you were showing the differences between the old version and the new version of a circuit. I don't remember the name of it. You probably know what video I am talking about. But basically, yeah, that's the only thing I know about Live for Speed. I only saw your videos of it. It looked good, but I just never played it. Yeah, I never felt the need to play it. Maybe sometimes in the future. Maybe if I get good enough to try to go to more sim-like games, Assetto Corsa and all of that good stuff. For the moment, I'm quite content with staying in those arcade, simcade games, such as F1 2017. But yeah, once I feel the need to more realistic stuff, I can step up. I won't challenge you. I won't challenge you. You're probably going to kick my ass. Like, most of the racing games I've played in the last couple of years, I couldn't afford much games before I got the job, so I got F1 2015, 16 and now 17. But I don't think I've... Oh, I played NASCAR. I have the NASCAR Heat Revolution or Heat Evolution, I'm not sure. I have the first one. The second one got released recently. I would like to get that one eventually, maybe even do some streams. But yeah, I really do enjoy making 100% races, and I'm not sure if you guys would be up to hearing me from for like how many laps a full-on NASCAR race is, even though that would be cool for me to do sometimes. Maybe I can do some private career modes with that game. Do you watch? I know who he is, I never watched him, to be honest. To be honest, like, my roots of F1 YouTubers are Arava and Tiamat Marduk, XMATG, Into the Barrier. Then later I started I found AOR later, and since then I've always wanted to race in AOR. I found AOR in season 13, so I obviously started following Noble and Limitless and all those good guys. Then some other guys started to appear, I think, like Aterno UK, I think that's how you pronounce his name, AR12 as well, Ficho, I think that's his name, also is a good channel, is a popular channel as well. But yeah, I have not, I made a top 5 overtakes of the week in a Ryan L83 video once. I got a double overtake at Canada. That was actually a league race, that was not against AI, it was a league race that I eventually won. That was my first league race win ever. I got a double overtake into like in the transition from turn 1 into turn 2, and then he only showed one clip, but I later in that race pulled off the exact same maneuver. I made 2 double overtakes in the same race in the transition from turn 1 to turn 2, and that was great. Once was to like get me from P6 to P4, and the other was like to get from P5 to P3. And yeah, I ended up winning that race, and that was my first ever league race victory. It was the season 1 of COR, the Chicane Online Racing League, a league I've been taking a part of since its inception, or since its conception would be more correct words to employ there. But yeah, I was actually second place in the world's driver championship at the end of season 1. The winner was my teammate at the time, Omer. Then he pulled off a Rosberg, he retired, and I got the win of the World Drivers' Championship in Season 2, which was the last season ran in F1 2016. And now we recently started Season 3 now in F1 2017. I already got a 5th place in Australia and a 3rd place in China. This weekend will be the Bahrain Grand Prix, so let's see how that goes. The races are always at Sunday around 7 PM London time, so if you guys want to drop by and see me league racing, you are free to do so at that time, every Sunday at 7 PM London time, Lisbon time. That's you probably know what time zone that is. Well, I think that's a bit too much of a stretch. Like, I know plenty other YouTubers. Maybe in F1 I don't know. But that's only because I'm having... No, right? No, Jimmy Broadbent interacts with his fans a lot. He interacts with the chat a lot. If you search him up, he's a very big YouTuber. He's like not very big, but compared to me, he's huge, you know? He's like 36,000 subscribers. He's just an awesome YouTuber. I would like to even have like half of his skill at racing games. He's a sim racer, but yeah, I would like to be as talented as him, or at least only a fraction of his talent. And yeah, he's just a very good YouTuber. He interacts with the chat a lot. He's currently doing some Gran Turismo for a playthrough. He's going to 100% the game. So if you go check his channel, he probably has a full playlist of that, of those live streams so far. And yeah, he's probably doing that in preparation for the GT Sport game. I already pre-ordered it. I'm going to do some videos, some live streams maybe of it when it comes out. It is going to be the first Gran Turismo game that I am ever going to own. Even though I owned the PlayStation when I was a little kid. I've always been a PlayStation guy. I had a PS1, then a PS2. Even though like my family couldn't afford me like much games, so I never ended up owning a Gran Turismo game. And yeah, this is going to be the first Gran Turismo I can own. I played the first two in friends' houses and something like that, but yeah, that's going to be the first Gran Turismo I will own. But yeah, going back to the YouTuber who interacts with his fans thing, like there are at least a handful of YouTubers who interact with his fans. Maybe like my dry breads, if you search him up, is a Canadian YouTuber. He's awesome. He does variety gaming. He does lots of games. He has like 50,000 subscribers, but his view count per video is very low. Like, there's one mistake that I think he does with his channel, which is sometimes he doesn't stick with his playthroughs until the end. But yeah, he just works a lot. He's a hard worker for sure. He has some kind of handicaps, even though like what do I mean for that? Like, he has a cerebral palsy. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but yeah, it only affects like his ability to picture things. He's not like dumb or anything like that. He just cannot picture things on his head. That's the issue he has. But yeah, he's a great YouTuber. If you guys could check him out, that would be great as well. And he interacts a lot with his viewers. Maybe in F1 I might be one of the only ones, I'm not sure. I know Ryan does interact a lot with his fans, Jimmy Broadbent as well. I really don't follow too many more YouTubers anymore because I'm very busy with my own content. So when I'm not doing content, I'm working at my current proper job. Well, terminology OP. But yeah. I'm still improving my lap times. Like, yet, no, I'm not going to take any of that. I was going to bottle it so hard. Like, if I bottled that fun, I was going to throw myself out of a window. Like, how the fuck do I do that? I've been on autopilot all this time. The first time I'm like conscious of myself during that corner is when I bottle it. Like, no, I'm not having any of that. I apologize, but yeah. Like, I've been speaking to you guys. I'm just on autopilot, really. I'm not even sure how Viet not caught up to me yet. Maybe he's just running out of life on his tires. But yeah. Oh, Vettel in P5. I didn't even notice that. I don't know if Vettel had to pit another time. Maybe Perez caught up with Verstappen and with Vettel, and now Perez is in P3. Who knows? Looks like that thing at the front has been kicking like loose. But yeah, here comes the Russian, here comes the torpedo. I don't know if he has DRS range. He probably does not. But yeah. I've just been chilling. Vettel is over 1 minute ahead of me. That's how fast he was. Oh, Lewis Hamilton just crossed over the line to take the win at the Malaysian Grand Prix. So after all, Bottas was not able to catch up with his teammate, even though he had a softer compound on his tires. He wasn't able to bring the fight to his teammate, and Lewis Hamilton with a quite easy win. He would have led for every lap if not for Grosjean taking his place at the lead of the race after Hamilton made his first pit stop. Yes, Grosjean was leading the race at one point, and he's currently in P8, maybe even further back. I have no idea where he is. But yeah. So maybe Perez is in the top 3. Let's see. I think Vettel is going to finish the... Yes, probably already finished the race. I'm going to just bump things up to rich mix just to keep myself away from the torpedo. Let's try to not get pumped into the wall. And yeah, he's going to have DRS this time for sure. I don't know who is behind Kvyat, but that is not the dot of my teammate's car. Maybe that's Hamilton. But yeah, we just are going over the last corner, and we are going to cross over the line to take ourselves a P6 at the Malaysian Grand Prix. We finish exactly in the same position we started. A decent performance overall. Let's go for the podium celebrations now, and maybe we can have some more racing after this one.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today.
Oh, looks like Verstappen was able to get the podium after all. The young Dutchman is finally able to finish a goddamn race.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Oh, well, I'm a bit spoilt for choice, Crofty. My instinct says Valtteri Bottas, and looking down the field, no one really jumps out at me to make me change my mind.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Okay, thank you for the offer, Speed Killer. If I ever feel the need, I'll certainly talk to you. And yeah, as you can see, Mercedes have closed in quite a lot to Ferrari with that one too. Lewis Hamilton pulled off massively from Vettel. There were like... At the end of last race, Hamilton was 3 points ahead of second place Kimi Raikkonen and 5 points ahead of Vettel, if I remember correctly. And is now just pulled off immensely. Yeah, I'm currently in P10. Sergio Perez with another good result. He overtook me in the standings in the last race. He increased the gap. Grosjean actually overtook Felipe Massa there. And we are also pulling away from Williams in the Constructors' Championship, so everything was fine in that department. Now let's see if we have any invitational races on offer for us. Okay, so that was cool. Let's see the rivalry. We kicked Hülkenberg's ass. Especially before he... I apologize. Especially because he DNF'd. And we are, for the first time in our career, we are overachieving. Finally. Okay, that is the score for 14,273. Let's listen to our voicemail. Looks like Emma has something to say.
Hey, it's me. I just came from a meeting with the department heads. Your performance came up and they're very pleased so far. Well done. Don't let that level drop, okay?
We'll try not to. Certainly we'll try not to. So we don't have any invitational stuff. I forgot the name. So let's just go into the next weekend. I'm going to show you guys if anything pops up. I'm going to show you guys what is going to be the weather conditions in that left hand side of your laptop. If it says mixed, it's because we are going to certainly have rain sometime throughout the weekend. Yeah, that's going to be it after I show you guys what is going to be on that laptop.
I've got something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
Yeah, so I was already forgetting about this, so as you can see, we got another aerodynamic upgrade on our car. So rear wing upper flap improvements got us a bonus 1.08% of downforce on the rear end of the car. And since we are going to the Suzuka International Circuit, it is going to be very good, because it's a downforce required track to be good on. Oh, and we overtook McLaren and Toro Rosso in the performance. Let's go on to the 3. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, I know that I jumped Force India as the third worst aerodynamic department. I'm third worst in the chassis. I'm up there. It looks like Ferrari got another upgrade because they are closer to Mercedes than they were, and I don't have anything to improve right here. I mean, I don't have the resource points to improve it. So yeah, this is going to be it. I am definitely going to be streaming tomorrow. And yeah, this is going to be it, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, give me a like. If you did not, the dislike button is right beside it. Subscribe if you want to see more. It's the bell icon if you want to get notified of any videos or live streams I'm going to make in the future. Hope to see you guys in the next race, which is going to be the Japanese Grand Prix. Hope to see you guys there, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.